By the way, I'm pushing buttons on my stream deck if you're trying to figure out what the hell is he talking about. It is Dag and it is Monday. Like you didn't even know that already, right? My camera is like completely foobarred here. Let me fix this. So there we go. That's a little better. One more time. It's Dag. It's Monday. It's Mocha Monday Madness, as a matter of fact. And I am here playing World of Warcraft. I am playing the retail game as opposed to playing Cataclysm with my buds, the Pixel Erasure team on Sundays. But like so many other thousands of players in World of Warcraft, have been leveling tunes through the Radiant Echoes. And it's like I spent probably a good 8 hours last week doing stuff in Radiant Echoes. And I have now, I think, 10 different characters leveled to 70, which is like, thinking about that, from 2 weeks ago, I had 2 level 70 characters. That's it. And now I've got 10. So Radiant Echoes actually is a viable methodology for leveling your tunes from whatever level. Like the lowest level character I had was a palidin at level 12. He was literally just out of the baby zone. And I said, what the hell? Why not? And the reason I picked the Paladin is because he is he's like well, first of all, he's a Blood Elf. And I also try to collect all the heritage gear. So I like playing dress-up dolls with my characters. So anyway, I wanted to see if I couldn't get the gear for the Blood Elves, the heritage armor, because it's all red and gold and kind of, really snotty looking, and it's like, ooh, but they basically didn't they didn't have that originally, and now they have it out. So I'm like trying to say, okay, how do I go about getting it? Well, going and doing some research, I find out that the quest to pick it up is actually an Oribus, which is from a couple of expansions back. But in order to get the quest giver to actually appear on the platform in Oribus, you have to be exalted with your home location, and which means that I got to go back to wherever the Sundarai are originated from, and I have to do dungeons in order to level up my reputation with the home world or the home city for the Blood Elves. And neither my priest, who I had leveled already, or this paladin that I leveled from level 12 are exalted. So I've got a bunch of stuff like that kind of grinding I have to do if I want to try to, get that gear before the expansion. The other thing is, like, I'm sitting here in front of a Radiant Echo because I've pretty much armored out everybody that I wanted to get armor for that I'm going to be using. And I'll like drop out and show you all the different characters, because we're going to have a conversation about, which character should I main this time around? So Soggy, who is my Warlock, this is Soggy. Say hi, Soggy. So anyway, Soggy is obviously not a night elf. Soggy is a gnome, and she's got pink hair, and she's really obnoxious and has a cute voice and all that. But she is my, let's see, I've been leveling her currently as my Warlock, but she is not Destro, she's Affliction, which is, cast a bunch of dots, stand back and watch stuff die. I have another Warlock over on the Horde side. And the Horde side Warlock is Destruction. And I just did Destruction because I wanted to see what that was all like. And right now, I went out and took him into all the Radiant Echoes in order to get him leveled from 60 to 70. And he got all geared up, and he destroys stuff. And stuff dies very quickly. So I'm kind of going, do I change Soggy over to Destro and then keep her as my main, because she was the one I actually leveled first in World of Warcraft this past expansion. So she got the 70 before any of the rest of my characters. For the stream, I did Lilira, who was my druid. And I was like not feeling the druid stuff. It was like, it was cool. It was interesting, which also, that reminds me, I need to write this stuff down. It's like, I've got other stuff that I could do for Lilira out in the that zone for the night elf stuff. So I don't know. I've got so many different goofball things that I want to do. I'm the kind of guy that is like, yeah, I've got different lists for things. So here's an example of how I roll. This is a list of this is a spreadsheet that I created a few years back. And it is literally every single dungeon and raid in the game. And I keep track because I think I mentioned that I don't play the dungeons. I don't play the raids game anymore because it's just, it takes too much time for me to actually do raiding. And I don't have that kind of time. I have never really had that kind of time, even when I was doing raiding. Which is why I will never be a min-maxer or, maximum level raider or whatever. So it's just kind of like I wait until the expansion's over, and then I'll go back and mess around with the raid solo 2 expansions later. So right now we're obviously doing, the Dragonflight, but you could comfortably go in and do Battle for Azeroth and just tear up all of these raids if you wanted to, because you're that much further along. And that's been kind of the rule of thumb for the last, I don't know, 10 years. And that's how for the last 4 or 5 years, that's how I've kind of learned about the raids and stuff. I have not seen any of the raids, even when looking for the LFR stuff. I haven't even seen the raids live until after the expansion is over. So it's just the way it has been. Anyway, moving on. The other thing, here's the other side of the spreadsheet. I also keep track of who I'm trying to get their gear. So these are all the heritage armor sets that are available for all the different races. And I have, as you can see, I actually have characters, but they all have to level 60 before they can actually get the heritage armor. So right now I've got a Blood Elf at level 70. That would be Precious, and she's my priest. I also have the Paladin that I leveled, and I think I'm going to run the Paladin through the quest lines for this, because the Paladin gear, and there's also, I think there's a mount that you can get for Paladins as well as gear. And so if I run the priest, I can't get that for the Paladin. So I'm going to run the Paladin through that. So anyway, these are all some different things that I'm like playing around with, trying to decide what am I going to do. And today, though, I think I'm going to run some Radiant Echoes, because I'm trying to get enough of the points so that I can get the pet that is available through the Radiant Echoes. Because once the 26th of August rolls around, that pet disappears. You won't be able to get it. So anyway, those are some different things I've been kicking around. I really didn't know what I was going to be doing today. I could bring any one of my other characters in, but I started yesterday just playing with Soggy because I was kind of testing out whether I wanted to jump over and move her from Affliction over to Destruction as a Warlock, or whether I just wanted to continue to play her as Affliction. I'm comfortable playing her with Affliction. She kills stuff fast enough. It's just that the Destruction Warlock just terrorizes things. And also, right now anyway, he seems really bulletproof. Just the way that he gets health and everything from his imp or whatever he has out that he's playing with. Anyway, I'm chit-chatting way too much. I need to tell you, today Today is National Potato Day. So for all you potatoes that are out there sitting on a couch watching, this is your day, believe it or not. So in honor of Potato Day, don't forget that Sam told us that we need to boil them, mash them, and stick them in the stew. Okay? So go have some potatoes, whether they're fried, whether they're grilled, whether you put them in and bake them, whether you stuff them, whether you chop them into mash or hash or whatever you want to call it. Potatoes. It's the day. All right, let's move on. So Soggy, I think I'm going to run like a couple of cycles through here because I want to see how much she has as far as the Radiant Echo reward, whatever their tokens are. And might as well get this. So be sure and grab whatever the daily is, because you can get that once a day with just one of your tunes. And that will allow you to get, if you kill the Lich King, like we're going to do right now, I think. Yep. Are they all? Nope, they're not on the Lich King yet. Oh, yeah, they are. Okay, so I got to go kill the Lich King. Oh, they're already into him. All right, let's see if I can... All right, let's get going here. He's going to go down before I even get through a cycle. This is one of the things you're going to run into. I've noticed a couple of different things going on with these echoes. The people that are out here are either going to be maximum level and really overgeared,
the Lich King has finally
or they're going to be very low level. And I've run into both. I think it's been pretty funny that the lower level ones have been hanging out with me. They're like following me around because they know that they're going to get killed. That's the one thing, is if you're leveling.
We shall triumph.
Now you see, I just did the Lich King. That's all I did. And I got 3,000 memories. So let's see how much I have actually, because I've got, under currency, I have 11,000. So here's, I need 9,000 more. So this is I didn't understand this. Wow. Okay, so they have different pets for different classes. Or maybe they have different pets from each of these zones. So that means, if that's correct, then I need 30,000 points. Okay, that kind of changes things. So this is a construct. Now, in one of the other areas, it was like a different companion that you pick up. And it's like, okay, I wonder what this looks like. Show me. Oh, cute little guy. I like his hook. All right, well, we could do that from here, but I have to have... So I have enough to get this one, but I need 20,000 to get the other. So I think I'm just going to keep grinding, because that's probably the better way to go. So let's go grind some stuff and see who else is out here. So there's also an interesting pattern where people have their favorite battles. So this one out here tends to be a favorite.
What a peculiar memory for Azeroth to show us.
No one... Oh, is anyone going to actually fight this guy? Yeah, I guess so. If you haven't done this yet, essentially he's mounted on that mammoth. So what a lot of people do is they're aiming at the mammoth in order to dismount him, but I try to start off just blasting at the guy at the top, and he's already down like maybe 20% by the time you finish. All right, that's all there. There's actually 3 guys that you have to kill as part of that, but they only showed they only had 1. Is this Murlocs? No.
I wouldn't call this particular echo radiant.
These are all the ghouls that are out here. Okay, we'll just do this. I should bring my, after I get rid of these guys. See, I mean, she's fully geared up, so she's like doing pretty well here. Okay, I am going to swap over to my blueberry, just so that he can take on this guy. And there.
What a peculiar memory for Azeroth to show us.
And that was all there was for that one. They're going extremely quick at this stage. It's something you just need to be aware of, that you need to... Like, I have the map up so I can see which ones are active. Because if you aren't paying attention,
and we will once more.
You might actually miss all the echoes. So, all right, we're going to go and pound on this guy now.
I don't have a target.
Challengers, I will begin the ritual of summoning. When I am done,
so that one that the guy is talking is up here. And I'm a little too far away to get there before they end up killing him right now. But that's one of the favorite ones that people like to do.
I have done it. Behold the absolute power of Wilfred Fizzlebang, Master Summoner.
So I'll just keep working this one.
Demon.
Trifling you distract your arrogance will be your undoing, burning legion.
I wonder what Azeroth is trying to tell us with these echoes.
Okay, waiting to be able to mount. Here we go. So there's another one up here. Let's see if this one's active.
Ah, I remember this one.
You just have to go after everything.
Stay your arms. I yield.
See, that other one up here is already finished. You just heard them talking about it. It's like, I'm done.
Another will take my place. Your world is doomed.
I need a target.
And get this heretic. Okay, that one's done. Let's see if this one is open over here.
Ah, I remember this one.
Oh, this one I have a love-hate relationship with. Because you have to fill up the lumber. And you can actually use the lumber in order to kill stuff around you. So if you activate your, like I'll take on these guys over here. So if you come up here, you can go, like I'm going to go drag a bunch. So now I've got 3 of these guys. All right, and they're all dead now. But you can see all of these are going very quickly, so you can actually get your points a lot faster now.
Stay your arms. I yield.
I wonder what Azeroth
didn't even get
is
that one
trying to
delivered.
tell us with these echoes.
All right, so we got this one up here.
What a peculiar memory for Azeroth to show us.
Thank you, High Lord. Now, challengers, I will begin the ritual of summoning. When I am done, a fearsome doom guard will appear. Prepare for oblivion!
Prepare for oblivion.
Aha! I have done it! Behold the absolute power of Wilfred Fizzlebang, Master Summoner! You are bound to me, demon.
Trifling
But I
noob!
sure
Extract your arrogance will be your undoing! Burning Legion!
Yeah, this one will drop shit on the ground, so you have to kind of pay attention to where you're walking. Max level, it really doesn't matter, but it could matter. That one's done.
Your world.
And now I gotta go kill the Lich King again. Again. And hopefully I can get there before he gets killed. Okay, he's already started. I'll send my blueberry in. You can see all the blueberries going in. There's a whole lot of them. Now, Lich King drops stuff as well on the ground. Some of the stuff you cannot get away from. Well, you have to run quite a ways in order to get away from it. He's at 10%. And then he pushes you away. And my little stubby legs, I can't get very quick. Can't get over there very quickly. And there we go. Another cycle down. So I don't remember how much you get per cycle, so we'll take a look. And then what I think I will do is I'm going to go and figure out who else if there's anyone else I want to bring on it. So I got 13,000. I want to say, yeah, I had 10,000. So that was 3,000. You get 3,000 probably per cycle at the moment. All right, I am going to exit stage left. And she got a couple of armor pieces, so I'm going to take those and dump them in the war bank, the Warbound bank, and that will allow me to give them to other toons. The other thing too is it's really nice the way that they have the token sharing set up now. So I'll kind of show you the Warbound bank and how that works, or how it can work. So you'll automatically get this Warbound. Yeah, well, not automatically. You have to do a quest. It like real simple. You have to do a quest in order to set it up. And once you get the quest done, it's out in like Gadget Zan, I think is where the quests are. And it's like, go kill this, go kill that. And you can finish it in less than an hour. Once you have it, then you open up a shared bank. And that's what this is. So now I've got this shared bank, and it's already turned into quite a mess. So I'm like wanting to move stuff over to the bank.
I can't carry any more of those.
Okay, and those are, I guess I got to hang on to them. And I'm going to clean up my bags. And yeah, oh, that's a mess. All right, and this is also a mess. All right. So she doesn't need anything, but she has a lot of different stuff now that she's dumped in here. All right, that's cool. And there we go. So Soggy is going to go away for a few minutes, and we're going to see who else is out there. And maybe. All right, so here's my lineup so far. So my top 4 I have. I've got my Warlock. This is my Destruction Warlock, Monobarth. He's on the Horde side, obviously. And then I've got Dag, who is my namesake. He is a human warrior. I've got Fava Bean, who is a Death Knight, and he's an Orc Death Knight. And he was one of the tunes that I leveled from level, I want to say he was like a level 13 or 14, and I got him up to snuff. And then Numby was already up to level 70. He just had to get geared because his gear sucked, and he's my mage. So I did respec Numby, so he is now arcane, and we'll see how he does. I don't have an opinion so far on the mage stuff. I know everyone says, oh, you got to go fire. I've done fire for a couple of expansions, and it's kind of like you wait for stuff to proc, and you wait and wait. Arcane is like, it's a little bit faster. And so that's why I decided, I was Frost this past expansion. I moved to Arcane for this new expansion, so we'll see how that goes. So, and that's the last of my favorites that I have listed. So, Xanthalon is my Pali. He's my Blood Elf, and I was mentioning that I have to do dungeons with him in order to get him leveled. I got Larong, who is my Hunter. Precious, my Priest. She's already been leveled up. Soggy, who you just saw. Yesterday, I went and finished leveling my Evoker. Now, when I started Evoker, there were 2 specs for them, because that was at the beginning of the Dragonflight expansion. And they introduced a 3rd spec, and I'm kind of liking it. It's more of a support class, so you don't do a huge amount of damage on your own, but you buff everybody. So it's kind of like what paladins used to be, or like even like the shamans can be, and where they throw down totems that support things for the other players in a raid or in a dungeon or whatever. So I'm kind of liking it. I'm still getting used to the rotation, and the rotation is kind of fluid. You have a couple things that you want to keep up all the time. So you keep making sure that you dot those and get those out there, because that brings your amount of damage or healing or whatever it is up. And then the rest of the rotation is damage causing. And so I kind of like it. It works pretty well. So I don't know, I might be playing him a little bit more. Lilira has not been geared up, so I have that option as well. And then that's the end of my 70s. So I've got all kinds of other critters out here. I got Chakotay, who I haven't leveled. I got my other Death Knight, Cold Kisses. Tonsillectomy, he's a healing shaman. I've got Traylon out here. I've got Tuvok, who, yes, Star Wars, or Star Trek, sorry. He is, so is Chakotay, by the way. And then Cynthia is my other priest. And so I got Precious and Cynthia. Heimlich, who is a healing priest. He's just ugly. Cauterize, my paladin. You can tell all my healing, right? Coviticus is not a healing spec. So anyway, yeah, you can see. Like I said, I've done a whole lot of different things, and I just don't know who I want to level next. There's another paladin, and I forgot about him. I could have leveled him. He's got the horde gear. He doesn't have anything else going on. Now, on my old realm, I originally had Dagonet out there, and when I moved into a different guild, we jumped from that realm into a different guild. I created another Dagonet just as a placeholder. So he's out there on the first realm that I was on. And he's got fancy gear. Okay, so let's go back to the spreadsheet. And I think Precious, it's time to take Precious out, and no, it's time to take my Blood Elf out. So I'm gonna go run through, let's see, where is he? There he is, Nathanielin. All right, let's go, dude. So he's a Ret Pali. I don't have any characters set up as tanks any longer. They're all DPS or healing. And that's just because I've got plenty of friends that like to tank and stuff, so I'm going to let them go ahead and do that. What was that? Oh, okay. I heard this ding-ding. There's a vision being seen across Azeroth, a radiant song. We believe it's a warning, but we are unsure of its meaning. Meet me in Silithus. Oh, I never finished that. Well, let's go get rid of those quests, because they're like... There. Did I? Okay, he's in Dalaran. Did I hearth him in Dalaran, or no? Now, this is still in the Broken Tusk. I'm going to get him hearth someplace here, at least temporarily. So from what I understand, they say Dalaran's going to get blown up, so I'm not going to be able to stay here too long. But where's the innkeeper? There she is. But I want to have it hearthed here. Yes.
See you later.
Thank you. All right, now they give you a scroll of transportation. It's a transportation scroll. And now that takes me out to Silithus. So we'll do Silithus next.
Another vision.
Yes.
You saw it too.
This is kind of weird doing these after the fact, but get rid of them.
And unity.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play the movies just in case any of you haven't seen
From the
them.
moment the dark titan Sargeras plunged his colossal blade into our world, crucial events were set in motion. Magni Bronzebeard heard the cries of Azeroth, giving up everything to answer her call.
Since being wounded by the Mad Titan, Azeroth has been crying out in pain.
As her dutiful speaker, he rallied the champions to her aid, and ultimately to confront the return of the old god, N'Zoth. It was during this conflict that Xal'atath, a mysterious entity of the Void, made a deal with N'Zoth, freeing her from the cursed blade that bound her essence within.
Honor our bargain. Free me to find my own fate.
After she vanished into the darkness, N'Zoth was confronted by the mortal champions and destroyed, ending the old god's its reign of terror. But they were not the only malevolent force with its eyes set on Azeroth. For soon, the sky was sundered, the Shadowlands split open, and our heroes were pulled into the realm of death itself.
Go, champion! Go!
It was there that Anduin Wrynn endured the worst. Captured, tortured, and through dark domination magics, forced to commit terrible acts against his will.
I'm afraid that if I call on the light, it won't answer.
Scarred and shaken by his experience, he vanished, his whereabouts unknown. After the threat of the Shadowlands had been quelled, the dragons of Azeroth returned to their ancestral homeland. It was here that the primal dragon, Iridikron, broke free of his prison, and in pursuit of vengeance upon the Titans who he felt had stolen our world, he secured an ancient, powerful artifact, the Dark Heart.
When the Titans come to reclaim their prize, I will be waiting.
As word of this new threat started to spread, people began experiencing strange visions. The Radiant Song
is being heard all across Azeroth. The Council doesn't know what to make of it.
It was then that Illyria Windrunner, a deadly huntress who had harnessed the powers of the Void as a weapon against the darkness, was summoned to investigate.
We still don't know what this Dark Heart relic is capable of, but we do know it's in the hands of someone called the Harbinger.
It was not long before Illyria discovered the Harbinger's true identity. Xal'atath, the mysterious figure, was once again on the move. While neither Xal'atath nor the Dark Heart could be found, her mentor, the enigmatic Locust Walker, issued Illyria a dire warning.
The radiant visions you spoke of are the very same my people had before our world was consumed by the Void Lord Dimensius.
Could Xal'atath be seeking that same fate for Azeroth?
You must find a way to stop her. If you cannot, then Azeroth is already doomed.
All right. So, couple of disadvantage. Well, one big disadvantage of not running raids while the current expansion is that the last part where they showed the Dark Heart and all that being taken, I didn't get to see any of that stuff with regards to dragons, all that. So I don't know what happened.
Now is not
So
the
this
time
is the only
to
way
play.
for me to actually see those
Now is the
until
time
I get the chance to actually
fight. Let's hope
do
Magni
the
has some answers.
do the stuff.
I
So,
hear no one's seen him for a few
a couple of
years.
expansions
He'll
from now.
be there. He has to be.
All right, we're gonna go talk to Magni because he's inside here, and I have to go chat with him.
Magni, we've been
I think
trying
he
to
has another
If this
cinematic
is
to
about
go
the
through.
visions, I'm nae interested. Leave me alone. I'm speaking for no one these days.
Azeroth needs its speaker.
Well, first we got to go turn on all the little gadgets around him.
Speaker of Azeroth. She hasn't been speaking to me. After all I gave, she left me like this. Unable to feel the warmth. So, let's be clear. I'm
She gave
doing
him the
this
cold
for
shoulder.
all of you,
That's what she did.
Not for her.
All right,
Keep
quest,
fighting.
and it's a
Azeroth, speak
it's a
to
video
me.
too.
What are you trying to tell us?
Ezra, talk at me.
I can hear her voice. I can see it. The place she's calling us to.
Where, Magni? Where must we go?
It's called.
Magni!
He's alive.
It's called kick.com. That's where... No, don't make me go there. Oh, God. Oh, sorry. Had to... All right. This has never happened before. Magni is the Speaker of Azeroth. Why would communing with her cause him to collapse?
I know what must be done.
But now we're going to go...
Must be
we're going to take the
Hopefully
portal.
we can revive him. Meet us in Dalaran when you're able.
And we're going to go to Dal. I want Anduin's sword. I wish they would make something like that available.
Directly with Azeroth. It seems the
Maybe
strain was
if he gets like killed at some point, maybe that'll he'll make his
always happy to
sword available in the game. He's so depressing now. It's kind of like, dude, get over it. Okay, I gotta go talk to
You'll likely find
bronze
Dagon with his nose in a book.
folks up here.
That's why he insisted we come to Dalaran.
The other stuff, the other quests that you see up here, like this has to do with the, I forget which expansion, Legion? I think it's Legion. This has to do with Legion, where you have the class halls. So I haven't done, obviously I just kind of skipped over all of that when I was leveling, so.
Have you seen these new tomes, Uncle Bran? They must be from Drenton's library.
Okay, Bran, go talk to your brother.
I never got to spend much time with him.
Don't worry, lad. Magni's made of stern stuff. Pardon the pun.
So just some history, if you're interested in the dwarf history here, then the daughter who's kneeling down here, Mora, she is the daughter of Magni, and she ended up getting married to Dagran, and he was from a competing dwarf tribe, and so there was some animosity there with regards to her getting married to him, but it's like they fell in love and yada yada yada. So anyway, that's some history behind this.
Best
now
mind your manners in the presence of a queen.
Yes, of course. Now all of the dwarves, they all
I dismiss you.
sort of get along now. So
mind yourself.
all right, so we took care of that. So that quest is now all done. I want to find out what this one is, so I have to go back to... So I have to go to Orgrimmar. So we're going to get out of here, go back to Orgrimmar, and then see what this quest has to do. See, this is kind of this is the fun stuff that it's like, okay, I didn't have time to go and level these characters while I was like, in game. At the time, I'm going to go ahead and see what they have to say now. And got to go over to the Horde District. I started to walk into an area where there's portals, and I kept forgetting, oh yeah, this guy's Horde. Bounce! He gets thrown out. Unceremoniously, I might add. So he walks into this area, he just gets his ass bounced out of the place. It's like, what the fuck are you doing in here? Get out! All right, so we're back in Orgrimmar, and here's an interesting thing. I'm in the room here where there are, obviously there's portals to all different places. Here's the one for Silvermoon, but I'll give you a hint. I had no idea that there was a second portal room underneath the top one. So when you come in here, I'll show this. When you go into the gates, there are two different portal rooms. So here's the second one, and it goes down into the basement, I guess. And here's a bunch of other portals that I was like, I'm searching around for these damn things, and I had absolutely no idea. Like, here's Shat. This one goes to the Caverns of Time. This one's over to Ashran. Right, so anyway, they have those 3, but they have, you can see they have space for other expansions in here. So obviously that'll get taken up at some point. But I had no idea that that room was down there. I was looking for specifically the one, the Shat, and I had to go look it up on Wowhead, and it's like, yeah, just, you know, go downstairs. It's downstairs or something downstairs. I didn't know there was anything downstairs. All right, here's a back to Silver Moon. So now we go to Silver Moon. Let's see what this quest is about. Oh, it's just in the next room. If it gets me rep, I'll be fine. Lorthamar Theron, the Regent Lord of
Baladash Malanore.
Heritage. Oh. Just in time, you will also, I get the, unlike the appearance of the heritage of the Sundarai in the completion of the heritage storyline. Okay.
Silver Moon will know prosperity again.
Walk among ghosts. Every year we ask a champion of our people to perform an act of remembrance and honor of those who fell to the scourge. Lady Leodrin has performed this ritual, as have I. Among others this year, I am honoring to give you the task to you. The Regent Lord hands you an ornate lantern. This lantern carries a flame born of the Sunwell. I would ask that you bring it to the locations that were significant to the fall of the Sunwell of the Calthalis, and to light the memories we cannot forget. Okay, meet him in Tranquillian. Oh, okay. So I got to go out. Oh, I guess I ought to accept the quest first.
I proudly serve as one. I will accompany you on your journey through the Ghostlands.
Sure you will.
Meet me in Tranquillian.
You don't need to. One of the things that drives me crazy about Silver Moon is that there is... I don't have to do... I'll just ride this guy. There's no... You can't fly in here. It's like, why not? That sucks. Am I going the wrong way, like usual? Yes. Loss number 1. I gotta bring up the map because I forget which way I'm going. The exit out of this place is right here. And I always get lost in here. Gotta go through Murder Row. Yes, I do have a horde chicken, but I'm not going to go fish him out. There we go. Now he's now he's riding a... Oh, is that Ravendare's? That's Ravendare's horse. That's kind of an appropriate horse to be riding. All right. Now if I get off of the map here, I should be able to mount up and fly. Yep. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. Oh, no, it's not going to let me fly. I'm still too close to Silver Moon, I guess. I can just waltz through these guys. Is it going to be, I guess, oh, as long as I'm in this zone. See, this is weird because you can mount up and fly. Yeah, these are all ground mounts. That's just strange. Hang on a second. Let me check something. Yeah, we knew that already. Mounts. And I asked, yeah, any of these mounts. Okay. But they're not allowing me to, for whatever reason, they're not allowing me to actually ride. I guess I got to get out of this area first, huh? I'm still headed in the right direction. It's been a long time since I've been through here. I think that went the wrong way. I need to go back the other direction. I need to go here. You can see I never got this character out of the baby zone. So he just like completely disappeared, and because this is the starting zone up here for the Blood Elves. So he got into Silvermoon, and that's where he's been parked for the last couple of years. So it's about time to dust him off. I was going to check and see what his reputation looks like. Yeah, see, I am where? Silvermoon? I'm honored. Okay, so I have to be exalted. So he has quite a bit of room to make up. These guys aren't going to bother me. I'm too high. So, we were talking, Peep and the rest of the gang last night, and I were talking about World of Warcraft drops. So apparently there's going to be a drop between now and the time that the expansion opens next week for World of Warcraft. And if I can figure out when the expansion actually, or when the drop appears on Twitch, then I may set up a special stream and go for a few hours so people can like go ahead and jump on and do that. So we'll see what I can do, because I've not been able to participate because I'm playing 3 different games. I haven't been able to do any of the stuff because I have the set schedule and doing all of that, and it's like, okay, let's see if I can do this. What am I supposed to do here?
Be with you.
Light the first memorial flame. Okay.
What I
There's
do,
the first memorial
I do
flame.
quell the loss.
Yeah, I guess it's this direction. Okay, we'll go that way. Oh, now he's on his chicken. I'm just going to take the road and open up all the space if I can. Let's leave the map open over here. I'm going to drive this chicken nuts. It's like, where's he going? What the hell is he doing? You can see I even opened up, like this bar here is for my rep with Stormwind, or Silvermoon, not Stormwind, excuse me. So you can kind of see how I'm doing. But this is, I don't know whether this is going to give me much of anything. Running the dungeons gives you much more rep. And so I wanted to get this quest, get a few of these quests out of the way first. Oh, this is an area that I'm supposed to be? Guess so. And it's right where? Here? Oh, there it is. Ooh, that's kind of hard to find.
This is where the end began. My company was patrolling the forests near Zulaman when we received word of the Scourge invasion. We were wholly unprepared for what we encountered. Quoth, alas, had enjoyed years of idyllic peace, and suddenly we were facing death itself. I lost my eye in that battle, and would have lost my life were it not for Haldoran.
Never noticed. Does he like only have one eye?
Devastation our
he got a
people
patch?
suffered that day.
Dude, turn around.
That any of us survived to tell the tale is a miracle. One that we
Try
cannot
and get him to turn
waste.
around. Oh, he has like a scar across his eye. Okay. Turn around. Dude, face me. He does not want to look me in the face.
I
Maybe if
greet
click
you
it.
on
There we
behalf
go.
of Silvermoon.
Oh, shit. Come on. Dude. There. Now you can see him. Okay, see, he's got a scar across his face. It's like, I could not get him to turn around to save my soul. Okay. So we're going to go
strength in the horde.
first to fall. Witness the fall of the first defenders.
Aldiel Shalah.
Okay, and I need to go back. Where's this? Yeah, I guess so. All right, we'll go back. You can see some of the... I got my Dino mount here. You can see some of the quests, or some of the mounts I picked up in the different expansions. I could just like jump off. Might as well. None of this stuff's gonna bug me anyway. Dead Scar. Oh, I see. Gonna light up this. Now I get to see their battle. Oh, that's kind of cool. And I don't know. You tell me.
I need to target something first. I need a target.
Let's wipe everything out here, have some fun with this. I'm already at 80%. Imagine doing this at 60 would be kind of tough to do. There, I finished it. But it stuck me on a rock? Ooh, that's brutal. What the hell happened? I can't. Yeah. Hey, Natalia, how's it going? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. All right.
The beauty of ever
Stuck me off of the crystal. Now I can get moving. All right. Lothamar stands quiet for a moment. Elor Bandai Fatalan Morin Aminor. I can't speak.
The light of the sunwell.
Blood Elf. The next memory, forgive me, for many of our people, it was when we realized death was coming for us. A memorial to a particular defender lies to the west. In the place of her home, the light there has no doubt attracted some of the area's lingering... I appreciate everyone who follows, though. I really do. Still trying to work stuff. Concentrated or constipated? Which... no, I'm just trying to get... I am a lore person, so I'm reading through the lore stuff and kind of doing all of this. So the stream's going fine. I have no idea what I'm doing with regards to this. I think I'm actually... I wanted to do the Questline. Oh no, that's my resting bitch face. What can I say? I've got that.
I do for Quel'Thalas.
Oh, I don't know about playing very well, but I'm a so-so player. I'm not a terrific player, but I have fun. I'm more about the lore and the storylines. And I'm not a min-maxer. I could care less about... being the best geared person out there, although the raid gear and the maximum gear level stuff is the best looking stuff, and that kind of matters. So anyway, it's, you know, I'm just having fun. I've got my character. I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to be running through the next expansion when it drops next week. So this guy I haven't played since I first created him, which was probably about 3 or 4 years ago. So it's been a while. And I got him up to max level in like 2 days, I think it was. Oh, we got all these gals here that want to say hi. Well, that's kind of an interesting question, because I play 3 different games. So I play World of Warcraft. It's the very first game I ever played. And I've been playing it for, well, a year. I started playing in 2005, which is a year after it actually started. And I've been playing it ever since. But I'll tell you that the World of Warcraft doesn't lend itself to the lore and the storyline streams that I like to do. So, but I still love to play it, and I have a lot of friends that still play from old guilds that I've been in, and it's in my About Me, so you can see it there. No, I got it. Thank you. Yeah, it's in my About Me. You can find it there. I'm honestly I'm debating whether or not I'm going to take some time off from doing my Monday morning stream for World of Warcraft. And part of the reason is because the storyline is doesn't lend itself to being able to stream so much. It's a lot of people that watch World of Warcraft are there to watch. A lot of people that are there to watch World of Warcraft are watching it for the
Sylvanas Windrunner was our kingdom's protector. Had she and her rangers not met Arthas with such fierce resistance, our people might no longer exist. She paid the ultimate price so that enough of us might escape to rebuild our fallen kingdom. When Arthas raised her as a banshee and turned her against Quel'Thalas, it broke all our hearts. I've had my share of disagreements with Sylvanas, but I will never forget her sacrifice. She was the Ranger General of Silvermoon. Nothing will ever change that.
This guy got changed into something else. I don't know what he got changed into. What is he? What? Oh, he got turned into one of those guys. That's why I stream the other stuff, because I play Star Wars: The Old Republic, and which is a game that's almost as old as World of Warcraft. And I also play Final Fantasy XIV, which is, both of those have very, very, very different audiences. And they also lend themselves very well to a storyline type stream. And so the rest of the week on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, I am streaming Star Wars and Final Fantasy. So like tomorrow, I'll be streaming same time, 10 a.m., but I'll be playing on a character, and I'm actually going through Final Fantasy XIV and doing all of the main storyline for the very first time. So I'm a Final Fantasy Virgin, if you want to call it that. But I've got like right now, I'm in between the original game, which was launched 12 years ago, I think. I think that's right. And the first expansion, which is Heaven's Word. And I'm doing the quest lines between that. And then for Star Wars that I play on Wednesdays with a friend of mine, Peep, and on Thursdays by myself, we do storyline stuff. And all the different classes in the game have different storylines, and they lend themselves to, a storyline stream like I do. So that's kind of why I play those. And then on Sundays, I have a group of friends from World of Warcraft days that we are playing Cataclysm, which is classic. Well, you probably recognize the logo. So, yes, I do.
We find strength in the Horde.
And I'll just let you know, I've got filters on the chat. So if you decide that you want to try to get me to do a new logo and stuff, I would be interested. You can send me a message, just not in stream. Okay? I'd like to see what people do, because right now, too many people do kind of the AI type stuff, and I don't want necessarily an AI type logo. But I'm coming up on 1 year, so it would be something that I would be interested in revising what my the whole thing looks like. Oh, now I'm on the mount for this is the mount for, oh god, what's the race? I can't even remember. Little squirrel guys. Yeah, I'm retired, so I don't have a lot of income coming in. Yes, I do, and that's in my About Me as well. Oh, I haven't seen this guy in a while. Let's go beat his ass. Oh, that didn't take much. I gotta see where I'm headed here. The light shred at Sylvanus' fall. Okay. But I don't know where this is. I'm hoping I'm going in the right... Well, it shows I'm going in the right direction. See the arrow up in my map up here. So I guess we'll just keep going this way. Let me see. He's on a horde horse. Another mount that I picked up in a different expansion. Hey. So I guess I must be going in the right direction, because it's telling me I'm only 600 yards away. That's good. Something I miss about the class for Paladin are the when they changed it this past expansion, they got rid of a lot of the buffs, and it's like I miss being able to buff people as you just randomly go by and you see lower level characters, lower level players trying to level their stuff. And as a Pali, you can used to be able to buff them pretty easily, but not any longer. I'm not close enough? Is that what? Why can't I click on this? It was showing. Oh, come on. I got something following me? Is that why I can't... Where is the light shred at? I'm standing in the circle. I'm not in combat. So why am I not able to light this fire? Come on, light the fire. Maybe if I leave the circle and come back? Minor glitch. Okay, I'm outside the circle. Let's try this again. Because it showed the fire there for a second, then it disappeared. Alright. I will take a look at it after the stream, but thank you. There. Oh, shit. It was right there. There it is. Oh, you have to, like, be right on top of the guy.
Man a ballista. Provide cover for the retreating civilians.
Alright, let's go kill some shit. I am massively overgeared for this area, so, which is a good thing for the stream, but this would have been a hell of a fight. Spiders. Why did it have to be spiders? They'll just keep on coming. How many more guys do you have to kill here? Come on. At least they make it worth your while. Maybe you have to die? Is that what it is? If you don't die, you can't finish it?
I'm out of range.
Actually, I have to heal myself. Oh, I see. You're supposed to use the arrows. Minor details. Okay, we'll use these things instead. That's too funny. Alright, I kind of screwed that one up. Screw the food. We'll just kill shit. Gotta kill 50 things. I probably killed at least 50 things. Are there even 50 things left to kill? I got 19, got 20. That's why they kept, I was going, God, how many of these are there? I wanted to kill this guy that's way out there, but I'd probably have to kill 50 before he comes. Okay, 9 more. There we go. Now we get the cinematic. It's like, ah! Oh, this is the artwork from, this is the fall of the night elves.
Take her. Run.
Oh, no, this is, Sylvanas. Sylvanas and, yeah, the Lich King. He turns her into a lich. That's right. That had to hurt. Ouchie. Incoming Sylvanas. All right. So I finished that one. Yay.
Rebuilding continues.
What do I do with this? In the words of one of the more poetic retellings, as her defenders fell with anguish, she cried, "Sendu Fala na Sindarai." She was a true Ranger General until her last breath. May Silver Moon never forget her bravery in life.
Aldiel Shalah.
With our best defenders defeated and the line broken, Arthas made quick work of the Silver Moon's remaining forces and tore through the city. This is where we part ways. I must return to Silver Moon before Haldoran starts sending rangers to search for me. The Dragonhawk Master in Fairbreeze Village has orders to fly you to Keldanas. Someone much more familiar with the events on the island will meet you there. Be with Lady Lideron in Keldanas. Okay.
Silver Moon will know prosperity again.
So I need to go
we have made many
this way. And I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to take a quick break because I have a coffee elimination need. Old man streamer can only sit still for too long before he has to like get up and stretch his legs. All right, so this is the gal that's going to take me to wherever I need to go, or the Sky Master. I will be back in a flash. Hang in there. All right, now I can sit still for a few more minutes. Oh, I was starting to get a little tense there. Like, am I going to make it? I don't know. All right, Dragon
enemies will fall.
I need a direct flight to Keldanas. So this Keldanas is the extra island that they had for Lich King? Was it expansion? No, I don't think so. Where was it? Well, it was the same island that they created when they did the Blood Elves. So I forget what which expansion it was. Might have been Outland? I don't remember. Too many expansions. Cataclysm? No. Might have been Lich King.
Witness the end.
Oh.
The removal of the final barrier.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. By the way, this is one of my add-ons that I have. It's telling me, hey, stupid, don't stand in shit. But it's like, yeah. The game's doing this to me, not me doing it in the game. I liked doing questing out in this area. I spent, well, on both of the... I'm trying to remember if I did any Horde out here. I think it was just my Alliance Warrior Dagonet. So, I don't think I ran the Horde. I wasn't running Horde a lot of... Well, I had a couple of Horde tunes when I first started, but I wasn't like doing a lot of that on the Horde side when I first started playing with the game. Because the guild I was in was Alliance. And all my friends were playing Alliance, so it's like, yeah. All right.
Pleasantries can wait.
Leodron, are you ready? Xanthanalian? Xanthanalian, yeah. People shattered. While the monument here was intended to honor the fallen members of the Shattered Sun, it quickly took on a second meaning of the Sindarai. It was not far from here that we lost one of our greatest heroes, Anastarian Sunstrider, the last king of Thylas. He led our final effort against the Scourge and personally crossed blades with Arthas himself. As we remember the sacrifices it took to reclaim this land, we also remember the sacrifices made in its defense. Light the final flame.
Fight well.
Where do I go to light the final flame? Somewhere over here. Oh, there it is. On the statue. Sometimes they have plaques. So, like, I'll have to find one. I think there's one in Stormwind, for example. There's one, definitely one in or there used to be one in Dalaran. These statues will have plaques, and if you hover over them or click on them, they give you a storyline, what's going on. So that's kind of cool. So we'll light this up, see what happens. I have lit the final flame. Is that it? That's all I needed to do?
For thousands of years, the Sunwell meant everything to our people. Arthas dealt us a grievous wound when he defiled it. My faith was shattered when Silvermoon fell. I lost sight of who I was. But by the grace of the light, I found redemption before it was too late. Let this monument serve as a reminder of what it means to be Sindorai, that our every deed may honor the sacrifices of those who came before us.
Cool. Okay.
No matter how much pain we endure, we will not lose hope. In the face of darkness, look always to the eternal sun. I answer to the light.
Never forget the lives that were lost here, both to the Scourge and to their own misguided... Oh, you walked away. Well, she is a lady after all. She can do whatever she damn well wants to. Okay. I didn't get to see what it said. What did it say?
I am the blade of the light.
Never forget the lives that were lost here, both to the Scourge and to their own misguided kin. You'll receive. Complete the quest. Remember the Sunwell. We ride into battle in those words for a reason. We lost so much that day. I lost so much that day. Shine the lantern on the southern side of the island where the Dead Scar meets the sea. There you will see how the fall of the Sunwell began, and with it the last act of the High Elves. Witness the fall of Anastarian. Okay.
Remain vigilant.
So now I got to go all the way to the other end of the island. You still can't fly. You have to walk, run. Actually, you know what? It's got to go around all this stuff. Forgot about that. So we'll take a tour. Gotta go around all the Murlocs and all that garbage. One way or another, I guess I go to the coast. Once I get to the coast, then I know where I'm headed. Just like being in California. Where's the water, man? I remember dying a lot out in this area. I think you had to farm. You had to farm forever out here. I was trying to get gear for raiding at the time, and I think that you had to spend an inordinate amount of time on this island farming stuff, and it just took fucking forever. I can't even begin to tell you how annoying it was. I don't even think I set up this guy to have any professions. And in fact, well, we knew he's red. Talents and spellbooks. So spellbooks, and let's see. Oh, professions has their own thing, right? Okay, there we go. See, I don't even have any professions for him. I never even set it up. I'll think about it. Right, so this area here, go stand on him probably. There we go.
That is far enough, Prince Arthas. Your march ends here.
Here's Arthas.
Anarala Belore! You will burn for your actions.
I can't attack that target.
Oh, why not? Come on. I want to attack him.
I can't attack that.
I was just going to stand here and watch him. Arthas with short hair. I guess he has his helm on all the time, so you can't really see. I didn't think that, like in the earlier stuff, I didn't think that he had short hair, but maybe you did. What am I supposed to do with this? Am I supposed to try to kill him? Light shed on... Okay, I did that. Blight gut. Who in the hell's Blight Gut? I don't see any Blight Gut anywhere. Oh, there's Blight Gut. Oh, okay. Dude. Come here.
Invincible! You may have been formidable once, but I sense your soul fading. Your life force flickering weakly. A flame I will gladly extinguish.
At least I have a soul, you despicable monster.
Ooh. Shots fired.
Not for long.
Whack. Whack. Didn't kill him the first time. Had to hit him twice. Alright. Now what? Do I have to go all the way back? Yes. I gotta go all the way around the other side of the island again. Alright. Arthas, where the hell do you think you're going? I wish I could, like, take a whack at him right now. But maybe not. Alright, he's gone. I like the cello music. You always have to love the music for the games. Just not all the time does the music love you back. And I say that because, speaking from someone who has been scolded by both YouTube and Twitch for I don't think this gives me any rep at all, so I might as well not do it. By both Twitch and YouTube for playing copyrighted music. But it's like, hey, it's the music that's on the stream. What am I supposed to do? I like some of these quests too. The raids out here are a lot of fun. Doing them solo is... I'll have to see if I have any of the paladin gear from this raid. I don't remember. One final task remains. Okay, what is that? The flame of the lantern dims. Your final task is to rekindle it. In order to do so, you must walk one remaining path. While we are fortunate to hold the Sunwell once again, we must always remember that it was yet another part of us that Arthas took away, and that our late prince was forced to find us a new way of life. Enter the Sunwell Plateau, witness this fall. Complete the fall of the Sunwell scenario. Okay. And then I should have my gear, which is kind of cool. All right, so I'm going to go in there, because that's the Sunwell Plateau. So speaking of the raid... Oh, no. It's the one up here. Okay. And of course I can't climb there. Come on. There we go. So do I go inside? It looks like I do. Alright. I'm inside. Cutscene. Shine the lantern and start the memories of the fallen. There's a lantern. Until our last breath. Hold the line against the scourge. This is high-ranking Magister. We must have been betrayed from within. Defenders, hold the line here. We must not let those monsters reach the Sunwell. Okay. .51% done already.
I need to get
Make that 60.
I don't have a target.
72. Am I missing? I guess I'm killing them too fast. Oh, okay. An elven champion.
I need to target something.
Citizens of Quel'Thalas, I have given you ample opportunities to surrender, but you have stubbornly refused. Know that today, your entire race and your ancient heritage will end.
I need a target.
Am I done? Oh, Arthas. I do get to kick his ass. Good.
Itself has come to claim the high home of the elves.
I've been stunned.
Arthas slaughtered our remaining forces and used the Sunwell to resurrect Kel'Thuzad as a powerful lich, corrupting its waters beyond salvation. Our people would have soon suffered the same fate had we remained linked to its magic. With a heavy heart, Prince Kael'thas decided to destroy the Sunwell.
The time has come. May the light of the sun guide us to the very end.
The sound of cannons. The Amani have landed on the shore. We must hurry.
Cut down enough undead for us to pass, and leave the rest for the trolls. That
Which
will
way am
buy
I
us the
supposed to-
time
oh.
we need.
Which way am I supposed to go? I have no idea. Okay, I guess I follow these guys.
The Sunwell. What has he done?
The soul of our people. Now a desecrated font of decay. It worsens with each sunrise.
Liadrin, guard the entrance. Let none pass.
Yep,
We shall hold the line until the very end. Salama Ashalanore!
Hero, with me. Protect the Magisters at all costs. We must reach the Sunwell.
I had one go by me. I didn't see that. Alright, now we can go on. Getting a little trickier here. Okay, they're still low enough level, it's not a big deal. Follow this group. Run, 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 run. Oh, these guys. Hello.
I don't have a tongue.
You guys done? Alright, let's go. Keep going forward. I guess we're going to go into the Sunwell. And now we've got witches and all kinds of shit. Okay, fine. Oh, let's take care of this guy. He's big. Feared right through the Sunwell. Okay, I'll go off the other side. I'm still feared. Oh, was it you that feared me? Hi, you need to die. Okay, one down.
I need a target.
I guess I got all those for the time being. Now what? And we're all here. Can I talk to him? Guess not. I guess I killed shit too fast. People are still going to the other side. Here's a decision. Defend the Magister during their ritual. Okay, so everyone's doing their rituals. So I have to run all the way around and protect everybody?
Magister, maintain your focus.
Guess so. Oh. He's a big ugly.
I don't have a tongue. I need to
I can't do anything to him. No.
It is done. Roma, teleport us to safety.
And we are out. Okay. Well, teleported all of them. Oh, here's Lady. I'll have to talk to her. Hello.
And so ends the most tragic saga in our people's history. Follow me, champion. It is time to return the lantern to Silver.
So I get to fly back to Silver Moon again? Oh, I'm in Silver Moon. Okay. Well, that was cool. I like the pomp and circumstance of Silver Moon. It's kind of like, hotty toddy, Sunwell.
Always
Woohoo.
remember that our people are not defined by tragedy, but by our ability to overcome it. From the ashes of the past, we carry the flame of hope into the future.
Okay.
I proudly serve as Regent Lord.
Takes the lantern from you. It is done. The following will be cast on you.
It is my honor to present you with the regalia of our greatest heroes. Bilono Silaru, Belore Dorai. Rise, champion of the Sindorai.
So that means I got the whole set. Let's see what it looks like. Because, nope, that's not what I wanted to see. Collections. So item sets. So the heritage. So now I've got this entire set that I just got. That's cool as hell. Now, I thought there was another set that was available. The leggings. I thought you could get one for the well, okay. I'll have to check and see what you do in order to get the rest of this stuff. Because I thought I don't think any of the rest of these guys have anything going. Oh yeah, but maybe not.
Greetings.
That one doesn't have anything. None of those have anything. All right, so I'm going to take a quick look at Wowhead, if I can find it again, and see what it said about this. All right, summon the matriarch, victory, shatter lie, blood elf. Oh, blood knight. Receive accolades from Lady Sunrise. Victory for, okay. It's to Lady, and then receive accolades from Lady Leardrin in Silver Moon City. These look like... Okay, so the Blood Elf Heritage Questline rewards. You're supposed to get the elusive mount. Complete the questline, you'll be given several rewards. Did I get that? Let's see. What does it say? I got a helm. So I got the helm. I got the paladins. I got the tunic. I got the gauntlets, the belt, the leggings. I got the slippers. I got the raiment. I don't know what that is. And the cloak. Raiment? Is that the chest? Yeah, that's the chest. Okay. I got the chest and I got the cloak. All right. And yeah, that's... I don't see anything else. Let's see what it says again. It's a green Hawkstrider mount and one of the original Hawkstrider mounts that were added all the way back to the Burning Crusades expansion, but were never made available to players until now. As this counts as a Blood Elf racial mount, only Horde players can ride it. But I still need to be exalted in order to get it. I'm guessing, right? Yeah, that's why it's not showing up, because you have to be exalted. Okay, Polearm Transmog. The questline involves empowering a Ransor, one of the Blood Elves' most distinctive weapons, by using powers that come from the Shadowlands. As such, you will receive Ransor as a Polearm Transmog. And there's the Transmog. And then the Paladin Ensemble, Blood Knight Dedication Ensemble. I'm just going to see what that looks like. We'll open that up just so we can see what it looks like here. Did they not show all the different parts? Parts is parts. Okay, so that would be the Blood Knight Ensemble, which is actually, that's kind of what I'm looking for my Paladin. But, okay, so I'm still thinking you probably need to be Yeah. You probably need to be Polar Transmog for Blood Elf Paladins. Still need to be exalted. All right. Yes, comments. If you don't have a paladin, I take it we have to level up a new one. Anyone can confirm. Yes, since the set is a Blood Knight set is specific to paladins only. That being said, if you got a level 1, you still might be able to the old Blood Knight tabard while you're at it. Blood Knight tabard. Oh, able to probably get the Blood Knight tabard. I just finished the Blood Elf Questline as a rogue. Didn't get the Blood Knight set. No, you don't, because you're a rogue. Was able to do it again on my hunter today. Yes. I made a Blood Elf Paladin specifically for the set. I highly recommend you get armor upgrades from Zerath Mortis if you are before you grab the quest, as the trash and Tranquillin will destroy a newly minted 60 at the 150 item level. Yeah, no kidding. Especially if you don't know and end up not using the launcher and try to fight everything yourself. Since Blood Elf character that is exalted, since my only Blood Elf character that is exalted in Super Moon 60 is a Warlock, I got neither the cool armor nor the pole arm transmog. If I level up a Blood Elf Paladin to 60 and get him to exalted, can I run this questline again to get the pole arm? Well, of course, questlines are character specific, so you can do them on all of your characters. They didn't answer the question. I love that the veil touched polearm actually sits properly on the characters. Can I use a boosted 60? No, you can't. I can answer that one off the top of my head. You have to be exalted. So, and then if this quest was Blood Elf only, and I can do it on my Tauren Paladin to take the armor and weapons. Okay, so I'm thinking that you still need to be exalted. Yeah, see, Blood Elf character needs to be exalted. So I'm hoping that I didn't screw the pooch and get exalted, or maybe I should have gotten exalted first. All right, well, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to Doll. Well, actually, I wish I'd kept my... Does this go with the Doll? Where's the rest of this stuff? I got Rathian and Obsidian Bulwark. All right, we're going to get rid of that one because that one's... Yes. Visions of Azeroth. Talk to Khadgar and Dalaran to set off the Khazar Algar. Alright, so I can go in. I can go to Dal, or I can go to... I'm going to do this one. This is from Legion. And before I launch into this, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in a flash. Hang in there. So I have a need to lose weight, and I have changed my diet in order to just not be stuffing my face as much, and so I'm drinking a lot of liquids and coffee and water mostly, and well, actually coffee and water period, and some tea, but I'm having to like dive out of the streaming room and use the bathroom a lot. It's like, all right, we didn't need to know that, dag. Okay. So I need to go to Uther's tomb, which is out here somewhere. I remember this now, but I don't remember exactly where it is. go talk to Uther, who's like hanging out up here.
It seems the High Lord's absence has affected more than just the living.
They went and waved. These brave watchers require our aid. The light may well ignore our prayers if we choose not to help our brethren.
Ceremony.
Okay, we'll give it a shot. What am I supposed to do with them? Deliver the message to Thenelin at the Ruby Scale Outpost in the Waking. No. Well, I turned in that quest, but what am I supposed to do with these guys? Oh, okay. Click on it. We must ensure that those buried here are never again disturbed. Their spirits' very presence only further perturbs the light. This cannot continue. I must maintain this barrier to ensure none of the wayward souls enter the Lightbringer's resting place. If you can purify the graves themselves, this madness can finally cease. Purify the graves in Sorrow Hill.
Good luck.
All right, I'll go. I've got 3 graves I need to go take care of. Hi. I don't think that was a grave I was supposed to take care of. There's one. Oh, is that one? Are these guys dropping anything? A little bit of gold. Oh. There's still a grave somewhere? What am I supposed to do with this? Graveyard purified. What am I... Oh. Is that... I'm looking to see what I'm supposed to purify. Is there something here I'm supposed to click on? Let's see what it says. This cannot continue. This madness. Purify the graveyards in Sorrow Hill. Okay. Oh, so I got to clear everything in here, right? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Guess so, yeah. So that's why... Gotta get rid of everything. There's another guy over here. Does that take care of any of these? Oh, it shows there's... It shows like right in here there's another... something I'm supposed to purify. But I don't... Ah, there's... Gravestones. That's what I'm supposed to do. Alright, so that whole one's been purified. Now okay. So this guy is ugly. So we'll go over here. My guess is that any one of the... No. Which gravestone? It's one of these here. Oh, there it is right here. This one. Okay, one more graveyard. But that's not the gravestone. Which one? There's one like right in front of me, or maybe... Oh, there it is, off to the side. Okay. A little closer. Those are all done. Now I'll go and turn this back in. Over here.
I'm listening.
Good. Given time, the last few lingering souls will make their way home. Now what? Is there another quest here? Oh,
Victory lies ahead.
The lost souls roaming the cemetery grounds have been drawn to the realm of the living in the wake of the light's disturbance. In truth, they merely seek comfort, as we all do in these dark times. Hence, High Lord Tyrion's passing. However, their unrest threatens the very sanctity of the tomb we have sworn to protect. If we are to restore peace here, then they must be exorcised. Exorcise 9 spirits. Okay, wish I'd picked that up before, because now I got to go back and kill. I got to go find spirits to kill. And I've already killed a bunch. So hopefully there's enough for me to kill. Hello. There's one. I thought I saw a second one in here. They have to be inside the cemetery. Maybe this guy will count. Nope, that one didn't count. Does this one count? That one counted. Does this one count? Yes, he counted because he's inside the circle. Any more over here? I don't think these do not count.
It's too far away.
Yeah, this one I don't think. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, good to know. A threefer. So now I just have 2 more to go wipe out. There's one over there. And a couple over here walking around. Where'd my mouse go? Did that one not count? Oh, I have to kill Cannoneer or something. Oh, there's Cannoneer. Hey, dude. Alright. Now I've done both quests. And these are low level, that's why I couldn't see any question marks or exclamation points above the heads.
Farewell. We are ready to commune with Lord Uther. Join me at the tomb.
Where is the tomb? It's in here. Let me see if I can... I want to see if I can turn on... No, it's not going to let me. I'll figure that out later, not right now. Is this it? Yes, it is. Commune with Uther the Lightbringer. Commune, commune, commune.
Uther's resting place lies just ahead.
See, there's a clickety... No, it's not a clickety-click. I thought it would be something that you could click on. There's Uther. Hey, bud, what's up?
Begin when you are ready.
Oh, it is something you can click on. That's good.
That lies close to the tomb.
He's gone. So sorry. Of course you are. Tyrion's still alive. We have to save him. Light's Hope Chapel is not far from here. We must rally our forces and leave at once for the Broken Shore. Meet Lord Maxwell Tyrosus at Light's Hope Chapel. And I'll get another couple more coin. Oh, that's appropriate for Blood Elf. Be on a peacock. I don't think I want to run into the guard tower. So I'm thinking it might be kind of fun to run a paladin through this stuff. I've got another paladin. I got a couple more paladins that I haven't leveled. I just don't know how well they're going to level. I don't know how much of the storyline you would see leveling. Right at this point, I think I have the sense that you would like have a lot of issues trying to get leveled. There he is. Hi, just me and my
will not
peacock.
Fall while we stand.
Hope prevails. We're ready to depart when you are.
Take care of yourself out there.
The light will guide us to victory.
Walk always.
Tyrion is fading away on that infernal shore, and the Ashbringer with him. We must not waste another moment. Give the word, and we'll set off. We're ready when you are. Recover Tyrion Fordring and the Ashbringer from the Broken Shore.
You brave souls have been chosen to strike into the depths of hell itself to rescue High Lord Tyrion. This is your last chance to turn back. Ready yourselves, men. The Broken Shore awaits. We leave on our champion's command.
I already commanded, so, you know, I guess we're headed out. And out to the Broken Shore. Lead the Paladins of the Argent something. Crusade
the
into battle.
Demons before us are all that stand between us and the Ashbringer. Regardless of the outcome, our families will know that we Argent Crusade charge! We move on our champions.
Such arrogance must be punished.
Guys I can't kill. Oh, I got more guys to kill down here first. Okay.
Infernals, crush them! Scorcher!
New stage.
Champion, we must persevere.
So got that guy floating around. Alright.
The fiends have Tyrion. We have to act quickly. Champion, I'll signal for our Hippogriff riders to get our fallen to Light's Hope Chapel. You must forge ahead and find the High Lord.
Oh, you mortals are so vain, so arrogant. You will suffer for your hubris.
Gotta save everybody along the way. I could just like waltz through this.
The sundering of this one's soul has been taxing, but he will be ours soon.
Now the light burns in my heart. I will never surrender.
Okay, for
By the light,
Tyrion, by all that is holy, what have they done to you?
Turn him into an icicle.
I'll break Tyrion free. You must find the Ashbringer while there's still time.
Okay. I'm guessing it's this way. I'll try not to walk in shit this time.
The Light's greatest champion has arrived to claim the Holy Ashbringer and lay waste to my kin.
This was one of the dailies.
They say only the pure can wield the High Blade. Come, champion. Claim your destiny.
I did. I've now got the Ashbringer. Yay. Balzanar.
I've been waiting for you, Paladin.
I can't attack that
Know
tower.
that I will rip the soul from your flesh and make your body my own. I will turn you into a weapon of the Legion. I will use your hollow shell to corrupt and destroy everything you have ever loved, piece by piece. Now kneel. Kneel before your new master.
Give me the strength to shatter these bonds.
You cannot fight my will. You are mine. Very well. You think this is over, Paladin? Our journey
Yeah, it is pretty
has
much.
just begun.
Return to Tyrion
You
Fort.
must come quickly. Tyrion called for you by name. I fear he does not have long for this
Oh,
world.
did I get
Hurry!
stuck again? Oh, man. Come on. There we go. And Tyrion wants to talk to me because he's dying.
We have to get out of here before more demons come. Quickly! The High Lord is just outside the temple.
I'm trying. I'm a-coming. Hope's in.
Come closer.
All right, now what?
You must wield the blade. You must stop the Legion. You must become the Ashbringer.
Poof. And he's no longer the Ashbringer.
You will be missed, brother.
We must go to Light's Hope Chapel at once. High Lord Fordring deserves to be put to rest among the ancient heroes of the light buried there. We will prevail.
I owe my life, Zanthalion. We will...
Take care of yourself.
We must put High Lord Tyrion to rest. There is but one place suitable for a paladin of his caliber, Light's Hope Sanctum, a secret bastion of the light hidden beneath our chapel. Paladins the world over will join us for the ceremony. I know Tyrion would want you there most of all. Join the other paladins of Light Hope's Sanctum beneath the Light Hope Chapel in Eastern Plaguelands.
We gave everything for the Ashbringer. You gave everything.
Oh, there's...
Tyrion would be proud to see
jump
you
on
wielding
the
that blade.
mount here. And we jump on the mount and go back. And now it go. For a minute there, I thought it was just going to drop. Your mount just, you die because your mount falls out of the sky. All right, I need to go inside the sanctum, which is up here on the hill. And I click on this, and I fall. And so here I am inside the sanctum. Everybody's bowing. Meet me at the Lighthouse Chapel. Meet me at the chapel. Get me to the chapel on time. It is fitting that you are here. Time and again we have fought to save our world. Now I fear I must ask you to undertake an even greater act of service. Paladins of Azeroth must stand united behind a single leader. With Tyrion's passing, you are the most worthy to wear the mantle of High Lord. If you agree to accept this duty, inscribe your name in the Librum of Ancient Kings, and I will address the masses on your behalf. The Order of the Silver Hand is reborn, and with it, you as its champion. Establish the Order of the Silver Hand using the Librum of the Ancient Kings. And that's, I will do that, and the Librum is like...
These fine men and women need a leader. Your deeds prove you are the clear choice to bear that burden.
I gotta wait for him to stop talking.
I will address them on your behalf. Paladins of Azeroth, you've gathered to mourn the loss of High Lord Tyrion.
We're all sitting
Fordring.
around waiting for the movie to start.
Many of you look to him as an ideal, the paragon of what we all strive to be.
Actually,
let us observe a moment of silence for a great soldier, leader, and friend. In the light, we are one, brother. Always. Inscribe your name into the Librum of Ancient Kings, so that we may begin the ceremony.
Now I can do it. So I write my name.
You all know the noble deeds of the champion at my side. This hero has been chosen by the light to succeed Tyrion as High Lord. Under our new leader, this order shall become a mighty weapon brought to bear against the Legion.
Okay.
We must stand together against the coming darkness. We must cast aside the shackles of race and kingdom. We must unite as one!
The Blood Knights stand by you, High Lord. Azeroth will not fall.
We pledge ourselves to your cause, High Lord. On this day, the Order of the Silver Hand is reborn. Together, Sargeras himself shall shudder at our might.
Yay, they're all happy for me. Woohoo. And United Force I get to turn in.
Azeroth will not fall.
We've done it.
Stand.
High Lord Xanthalion. If I can say my own name, that would be nice, right? The Order of the Silver Hand is reborn. Xanthalion.
Always count on me.
I think we are ready to reintroduce ourselves to the Legion of the Broken Isle. Lord Grayson Shadowbreaker has volunteered to help coordinate our forces on the ground. You should speak with him immediately, High Lord. Speak the Lord? No, I don't think so. Okay, we're going to leave it there because that's a really low-level quest. And it is past our time, so I am going to get him back to his original location. And I could have taken I think there's a portal from here too. I could have done that, but all right, we're gonna portal back to portal back to Dalaran, and I think that's where we're gonna leave him for the day. I'm probably going to run him through some dungeons and see if I can't get some rep up, because obviously none of the stuff I did today did anything for rep grinding with Silvermoon, and I can't do the quest. I can't get the other stuff for the Paladin unless I'm exalted. So I gotta go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna leave it here for right now. If I don't see you until the next time I see you, have a good day, have a good afternoon, have a wonderful evening. Thanks for the follow. I will see you soon. Love you all. Bye now.